Hello. How are you doing? I'm all right.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm all right. You're being rewarded tonight, aren't you, for 2 or 3 years of work?
Yeah, it is that, isn't it?
It is that. Every year I've asked you. This is finally the year that you finished it now. So
yeah, because the releases came out in four steps, you know. So yeah, it was a long, yes, over 18 months, isn't it? Really.
So what's next?
But there was the time before it. Well, now that that's all finished and done, the idea is for me, what I want to do is to be seen to be playing live, but that won't be well into next year. But that's the next step. I mean, I planned all this a long while ago, but before Celebration Day came out, I sort of worked out like an agenda, timetable for myself, and actually I'm a little bit behind, but that's because some of the releases got delayed a bit. So that's it. For next year, I'm just going to be working guitar.
So you're thinking of joining other bands, sort of guesting?
No. It's time for me to go out there and do a solo album. My last solo album was in 1988, so I think I haven't really milked the situation. It's time to do another one.
That's 27 years. You can do your 30th.
Yeah, I know. That's all right.
You're going to wait to make it the 30th year comeback.
Could be.
What themes are you going to address in your next album?
Well, okay, I'm sort of known for playing many styles of guitar, and that's basically what I need to do. I've been playing at home, but I need to revisit everything that I can play, various styles, and then basically I'm going to be working on the music first. So that's it. It's not like, who are you going to use as a singer? I'm not. I'm thinking of more an instrumental thing, because that's basically what I'm known for. So it's more or less working on your strengths and your weaknesses.
Are there any voices you'd like to work with? What are you listening to?
Well, I want to work with myself. Okay, I'll get myself up and running, and then when I've got my material together, then I'll think about recording it, and then I'll see about something. Because at the minute I'm in no hurry to think about it.
Clearly.
Because of course the Stone Roses have just said that they're going to do a few shows. And
Yeah, that's great.
John Squire makes those secrets. The fact that he adores you. Would you not play with them?
I don't know. But I do like them. I love them very, very much.
Would you like
Maybe an
them
international
asking
tour,
then?
or like maybe slightly.
Yeah. I definitely would like to start, or whatever I do. I don't know what I'm going to do. I've got ideas, but it's silly to next year. Let's see what happens midway through next year. We'll see how it's coming along.
When you think about your early Led Zeppelin tours, how will you kind of tone down? What would be different? What would you have on the road with you now?
Oh, well, it's pretty clear. It's like when I went out in 1988, probably before most people here were born, I went out there and I did music from like the Yardbirds, because I was in the Yardbirds, and the Firm with Paul Rogers, Led Zeppelin, and my current album at the time, which is called Outrider. Well, I definitely would do material that I'm known for, but then I'd have some real serious surprises with what I would be doing to complement that.
Would you like to do festivals like Glastonbury next summer?
Yeah, I'm going to have a sort of karaoke night really with Led Zeppelin stuff.
Where's Robert?
Hey?
Where's Robert?
I don't know. I saw him today, but he's, curiously enough,
You hang out? You hang out and stuff?
Well, I saw him today. Yeah.
By arrangement?
Won't tell me what you were doing.
Well, no, we bumped into each other somewhere.
What do you think tonight's event means for classic rock today?
Sorry?
What do you think tonight's event means for classic rock today? Like, what's the importance of it?
Well, I bet you everyone in here has got their own classification of maybe what rock is.
Right.
You know
So
what
you
I
think
mean?
it's a chance for everyone
it's
to
sort
come
of
together?
to this parameter. No, but then it goes to there.
Yeah.
No, I will only go to that.
Yeah.
As far as rock goes, I think we've got to take it down to the fact where you've got sort of riff-driven music. That's for sure. If it's guitars, well, I'm all right with that. And I mean, I'll be waving that banner as long as I live. So there we are.
Have you got plans for your master's birthday coming up? I think the year after happening next?
I've got a what?
The milestone birthday, like 70.
Me?
One with a zero.
No, I'm well past 70.
Oh, really? I was my
Yeah, I'm 71. Yeah. That's all right, don't worry.
How do you look after yourself though?
Huh?
How do you look after yourself? Because you kind of see young musicians burning out really young. Whose careers
Well, I did
don't
give up
last.
drinking some number of years ago.
Yeah.
And I mean, that makes a lot of difference to how I am now, that's for sure.
What are your vices now?
Huh?
What are your vices now?
Oh, I don't know. I don't have any vices.
Do you miss the party days?
Huh?
Do you miss the party days? Party days?
Do I don't know. I still go to parties.
Young rock stars don't, do they? They all go home and kind of do yoga.
I don't know. I mean, yeah. I sort of. I still go to places. I go down clubs. I go down to music venues where they're still open. You know, when you get a chance to hear
many.
young bands. I know it's horrible actually, but it's closing down because it really cuts off that whole area where kids get a chance to, new bands get a chance to play and build up a core audience. I mean, it's very sad.
If Led Zeppelin had tried to forge a career today, would you have had a chance?
The thing is, it wasn't so wrapped up in such a way that you would have to. Yeah, it was. There was a whole stream whereby you could be a singles band, but we weren't. We were doing albums and just concentrating on albums. But singles sort of came out, but by the record company to promote the albums. We didn't have to do. We didn't when we got to like the next album in line. We didn't have to do a single. You see what I mean? It was just pushing all the time to try and.
And you were famous for not releasing a single. Do you think that would be?
Well, yeah.
would
So
be a great
it was
thing?
like a ball and chain to have to keep reflecting back to. Well, that was a really successful single. Now we've got to replicate something. Bother with all of that, so we could really do what we wanted to do. So.
But do you think that would be a great thing now?
Well,
now
I don't know whether people get the chance to do that.
People talk about the death of the album. What you did was you didn't release any
Well,
singles,
it's
so
a different
people had
time.
to listen to the album.
It's a different time, yeah, but we weren't the only bands doing just albums at the time. You know, it was catered to it with, like, in America, FM radio, which was actually stereo radio, you see, and they call it underground radio and all of that. So there was a whole way of looking at it, which is different today.
Keith Richards said in a recent TV interview that for him, rock and roll is about roll. Most people just do the rock now. What about you? Do you think there's enough roll in rock and roll now?
Well, I'm still rolling along, and Keith's still rolling along. So that's a pretty good example for the young guys, isn't it?
They need to live up to that. And do you watch X Factor?
No, not really.
Come on, guys. Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay,
Nice to
thanks
see you
a lot.
again.
Take care.
Cheers.
Pleasure.
Cheers, Jimmy.